To the reading. This reading will be for Justin Timberlake and his wife, Jessica Biel. So I've never done a reading on this couple, so it's going to be interesting tapping into their energy, seeing like what's up, how their relationship is going, their marriage. Before I begin though, let me just tap into the vibe, like what's surrounding them. What can we see as far as like what's surrounding them, what's going on, what's happening. All right, there's guilt. I'm definitely seeing guilt. Let's see. What can this guilt be about? Because that's interesting. Guilt popped up. All right. The Tower. I mean, it's funny because when I was shuffling, right, I was picking up like discomfort. It kind of actually threw me off because I was like shuffling and it was just like discomfort, like in my body, in my energy, like an emotional discomfort. And I'm getting it's coming from Jessica. I'm definitely seeing discomfort. I'm seeing not being happy. Not just that. This guilt. What comes to mind is stepping out of the marriage, stepping out of the relationship. She blames herself. Not just that, I'm picking up the energies of a sensitive individual. Like she's really sensitive. Some people might say she's weak, but that's what I'm seeing. Also, this Tower, and it's sideways too. So that represents kind of like things really being shady, because you guys know what I say in my readings. When a card is sideways, it represents energies being shady, not being right. So I mean, that's what I'm seeing so far. What else can we see about this situation? All right, the card is face down, so it represents her emotion. Let's see, maturity. She's trying to find her inner peace. You see how like it's disaster in the outside world? She's trying to turn inward, finding her sanity. She's not sane in this relationship. This relationship doesn't bring her emotional security, is what I'm seeing. Not just that, it's like she's alone. If you look at the imagery here, she's alone here. It's a woman that's alone. A lady that's alone here. And it's kind of just like, oh, damn. Usually with the Tower, it's usually two people falling out. Nope, it's a lady alone here. So, I mean, this is really deep, guys. This is really deep. It's actually very sad. Because what I'm seeing is someone that's alone, someone that's not being supported. Not just that, her husband seems to be really shady, leaving her alone, leaving her to be in her emotions. I'm picking up a selfish vibe, right? Because you see with this Tower, he's not even here in this Tower situation. It's just her. And it's almost like this lady like threw herself out this building. So what I'm seeing is it's kind of like she's not doing good. She's not doing good emotionally, mentally. You know what I mean? Like, yes, she's trying to find her peace. But, I mean, it's a very discomfort, sort of just like energy, just discomforting vibe. What else can I see with this situation? That's actually one of the questions I was going to ask, like, is he cheating? But it's no point, but I'm going to look into all that later. With this revelation, it's kind of just like she understands that all she has is herself. All she has is herself. You see, and it's interesting, right? Because these cards, they all tell a story. The females here, they're all alone. It's always just like females. You see, this is a female, this is a female. All of these ladies, they're by themselves. So what's being shown to me, she's by herself all the time. Her husband is nowhere to be found. He's doing whatever he's doing. She has to do everything herself. That's what I'm seeing. Like, you know, I don't know if she's a mother, but if she's a mother, she has to do everything by herself. Like, she doesn't have any support. She's going through it really heavy. This is really bad because I'm picking up like low self-esteem, low self-worth. Very like heavy. Start off the reading, right? This dedication. What is this dedication about? What is this dedication about? What can we see as far as this dedication? Because someone's definitely dedicated. Oh, wow. This clarity, this honesty. She's dedicated to sort of just like the clarity, her need to survive, self-discovery, wisdom. Wisdom here again with maturity. You see this, right? Sorry, my nails are short, so it's hard to grab the cards sometimes. With the wisdom, self-discovery. The desert. This is kind of like a relationship deck. It's called the Melanin Pop Tarot. I got it from Etsy a few years ago. Like, I don't know, 2-3 years ago. It's a great deck, but the creator, she stopped like after a year. I don't know. She disappeared. So I don't know, because sometimes like people be asking me about this deck, and they're like I can't find it after like I give them the name. So I don't know. Hopefully she comes back, because I love like some of the decks she creates. Because I seen like another deck she created. It was like a Halloween tarot deck or something. But that's besides the point. What I'm trying to say is like what this desert represents, because again, this is like a relationship deck. This desert, it represents like not being supported, right? The bare minimum. She has the bare minimum, right? It's kind of just like things are dry. It represents like a loveless relationship, a loveless sort of like situation. You see the desert, it's dry. You know what I mean? It's not wet. So it's kind of just like the energies are dry. This is showing me that she's not having intercourse with her husband like that. It's a dry energy, a dry well. This is not a good situation, and this is all her vibe. So it's like her energy is screaming. She's in pain, and that's what I'm feeling inside. It's kind of just like an intense pain. She's in pain. That's sad. That sucks for her, right? Let me pick up Justin's energy, because this was for like the relationship, but like her vibe is like popping up heavy. So like let me pick up like what's going on with him. So what can I see as far as Justin Timberlake? Excuse me guys, give me 1 second to adjust myself. So let's see. What can I see about this Justin Timberlake guy? He's feeling alone as well. He's definitely feeling alone. This is actually, I believe, the Hermit card in the Osho Zen Tarot. So it's kind of just like, he's feeling alone. This is a loveless marriage. It's not a good situation. What else can I see regarding this guy? Past lives. This past lives represents sort of just like, past lives doesn't always necessarily mean like, what do you call that? It has to be like reincarnation and shit like that, right? You know, that's like the extreme of past lives. Past life, everyone has a past life. You know what I mean? A past life could be like you being bullied like in school or something, or you always being cheated on, or you having a history that's not sort of just like legit, where you were doing shady shit, right? That's what's being shown here. He's definitely caught up with his past lives, not being able to let shit go. This also relates to habits as well. So that's what I'm seeing here. What else can we see? Clinging to the past. So, I mean, there's guilt. Both parties are feeling guilt. That's what I'm seeing. They can't let, like, things go. That's what I'm seeing. They can't let things go. And it's, like, it's deep, right? Because what's being told to me is that he was cheating on her a lot, like early on in the relationship, early on in a marriage, and he treated her like shit. And so she did her own thing, like trying to find support. Karmic situation. Like, that's the energy I'm picking up. It's a very karmic situation. So it's a lot of pain. A lot of pain going around. What else can I see about this situation? Oh, these people are hurting. Okay. integration. So they'll have like issues saying this word. But it's funny that it's in reverse, right? Because it's kind of just like when it's upright, it represents like bringing things together, right? It's a separation. He's separated from her. And what was the reading like saying early on, right? Like the energies that like he's nowhere to be found. And look at this integration in reverse, meaning like not coming together. So, he's separated from her. That's what I'm seeing. What else can we see as far as the situation? And it's funny, right? Because I like have all these questions, like how does he treat her, and like what's happening in marriage, and is she happy being with him, and all of that. But I mean, it's kind of already covered. So I mean, that's good for me. This sweetness, this pleasure. What is this sweetness and pleasure about? So he's finding sweetness and pleasure somewhere. What is that about? Being away. He's happy being away. This beach, it also represents like being on a vacation. So for him, he's happy when he's not around her. And that's the worst thing that can happen. Like with the couple, with the marriage, when your partner is kind of just like, I'm happy just being the fuck away from you. She's depressing to him. You know what I mean? It's like, you know, it is what it is. Like she just depresses him and he's happy. Like doing his own thing, being away, being on vacation. That's what's sweet to him. This sweetness. He's happy. He's kind of just like, okay, I'm happy being away. I'm happy when I don't have to deal with her. So, I mean, it's kind of funny because I don't even know what to ask, because it's kind of just like some of the questions like already been answered. Actually, all of them. So, I mean, let's see. What is the fate of this relationship? What is the fate of this relationship? Actually, before I get into that, let me see, like, how is he treating her when they are together? Like, what can I see? How is he treating her when they are together? All right, hidden aspects. This is how they both treat each other. This side is for her, and this side is for him. So let's see. How is he treating her? This abundance. This is the Three of Cups, right? This isn't a traditional tarot deck, but usually the Three of Cups can represent kind of just like affairs, cheating, you know what I mean? A third party situation of romance. So it's kind of just like, I know like it says abundance and all, but that's not what's relevant with this situation. Again, it's an energy of being away. It's kind of just like he doesn't even deal with her because he's caught up with his own shit, his own side chicks. Not just that, what also popped up was side hustles. So I don't know like if he has any like businesses. I know he's an actor or something or a singer, but I don't know what else he does. This is showing me that like he's caught up with like his side chicks and his side hustles. Let's see how she treats him. Seclusion. She's in misery. She's in depression. She feels like she's sinking. You know what I mean? It's kind of just like, it's not a good energy because it's a lot of depression coming from her like side of things. It's kind of just like heavy energy, being in pain, and it is what it is. It's kind of just like, you know, like when females are depressed, usually like I see this like in movies and shit, in TV shows, and even sometimes in real life. It's kind of just like they push the guy away because like they might be depressed because of like things that happened in the past and things not going right, and it kind of just pushed the guy further away. Like it makes the female not attractive. You know what I mean? So it's like he's not attracted to her. You know what I mean? It's kind of just like basically to him. He's not, you know, like he just doesn't find her sexy. That's what I'm seeing. You know what I mean? Not just that. It's kind of just like she's always locked up in the house, not doing shit, feeling like sad. I'm not saying she has a substance problem, but I see her like trying to self-medicate. You know what I mean? So it's kind of just like drinking, whatever she might do. And it's funny because it's not even drinking. It told me pills. So, I mean, let me just say also that this is all allegedly. I have to say that because of like, reasons, obviously, obvious reasons. But I'm seeing like just being on pills, like from outside the house. Again, I don't know if she have children, but it's kind of just like really not being involved with the children. Very tough. This is a tough reading. I mean, it's fascinating, but it's pretty tough. Let's see. What's my next question? Does he love her? Does he care about her? And I'm gonna look and see like if she love and care about him. But does he love her? Does he care about her? What can we see? The Three of Swords, betrayal, walking away. You see the guy is walking away here? And it's in reverse, right? So what's being shown to me is he doesn't, like 1 minute he loves her, and it's saying because of family. So 1 minute he loves her because he feels like they have a family together. And then the next, it's kind of just like he hates her. He can't stand her. And it's showing me that this has been going on for years. This isn't anything new. This didn't happen over like, I don't know. Like, I don't know how long this couple have been together, to be honest. But it's kind of just like, this isn't something that just popped up. This is something that started like while they were like dating, which is crazy because it's like, why get married? But it's showing me that this is something that's been going on for a while. And again, you see the lady in the house being depressed, being sad. So he really doesn't love her. I mean, he cares about her, but then it's kind of just like the fact that this card is in reverse is showing me like sometimes he cared and sometimes he really just doesn't care. He just wants to be away. That's what keeps popping out. It's that like he just wants to leave. He doesn't even want to be around her. So let me see. Does she love him? What can we see? Does she love him? All right, her emotion, because the card is face down. Damn. I don't know what's up with like what went down with them, because it's showing me a ton of regret, sleepless nights. This Nine of Swords, can't get shit out of her mind, out of her head, not being able to rest. Not just that, I'm seeing a mental disorder. She deals with things. She has issues. So I don't know, like, because obviously this is a Hollywood couple. So I don't know if like she has an eating disorder, because it's telling me she has disorders. I'm seeing disorders, and it's a turnoff for him. He just doesn't want to be around it. But it's kind of just like she's not well, because the question was like, does she love him? And obviously this isn't love. This is trauma. This is a situation with trauma. This is a loveless relationship. It's nothing but pain and trauma. So, I mean, it is what it is. What's going to be the outcome of this marriage? What can we see? This purity and innocence. What does this relate to? Sadness. This is like contradictory vibes, but it's kind of just like one of them wants to find peace, whilst the other wants to be in sadness. You know what I mean? Being sensitive. Not just that. What popped up is emotional degradation. That's a funny ass word, but that's literally like what popped up to me was emotional degradation. So what I'm seeing is with this abstinence as well, it represents kind of just like not indulging, not just that, kind of just like separating, not just that with this hurt and betrayal. It's kind of just like someone wants a new start with this virgin here. Someone wants sort of just like a new beginning, but like a pure new beginning, while someone's just caught up in sadness. And it's kind of just like it's going to use their pain as an excuse. I'm going to be real. I know it's two ladies here, but the vibe that I'm seeing is deep, right? Because it's showing me a ton of shit. Because it's kind of just like he's going to need recovery after this. He's definitely going to need recovery after this, because a lot of trauma and energy, it's being exchanged, right? It's kind of just like if you're around someone that has severe depression all the time, that starts to rub off on you. You know what I mean? Like, depending on, like, if you're a strong person, if you're just like, you know what I mean? Just like prone to experiencing like shit that people are suffering around you, you know, because some people it's kind of just like you could be depressed as hell and it just doesn't affect them, you know? But what I'm saying is like, he's going to need healing. He's going to need healing. Not just that. It's kind of just like what this celibacy is showing me. Because I do know that, I don't know how old he is, but I know like, you know, he should be like middle age now. But it's showing me someone that's kind of just like, someone that has to like rely on Viagra. He's not even old like that. It's just that's what's being shown to me. And I know it seems like I'm reaching, but this is just the energy, guys. You know what I mean? It is what it is. What I'm seeing is someone that has to rely on Viagra, someone that's going through their own trauma because of this relationship, you know, not because he's innocent or anything. Because this guy is kind of just like he's a shady dude and he's selfish from what the energies were showing me. But it's kind of just like he needs to recover. It's like he doesn't even want to deal with anyone. Like, even if you look at like him being at the beach and shit like that, it's kind of just like he wants to be alone. It's almost like he wants to be like a cat lady. He just wants to like, I don't know, have like a wine cooler and sit at the beach and chill. That's what I'm seeing. Like, he doesn't even want like the groupies and all of that. Like, he's not even trying to deal with that. It's kind of just like almost like a mature energy that I'm seeing, where it's kind of just like he just doesn't want to deal with people. He wants to just keep to himself and heal, right? Meanwhile, it's kind of just like she's just caught up in a lot of hurt and pain. So I'm not seeing this relationship end well. You know what I mean? I'm not seeing it end well, not at all. But guys, definitely tell me what you thought. This was fascinating as fuck. Take care.